Hi everyone, good time! Let's crochet this cute sheep applique. You can turn it into a granny square and create baby blankets. Like this one. I have the tutorial on how to turn circle into granny square and the link is here. Watch it if you want to turn your circle into a granny square and create a blanket. For this project, I've used Applique cotton gold yarn, 3mm hook size. Let's start. For the head, make a magic ring. And chain 3. 12 double crochet into the ring. Yarn over, insert the hook into the loop, pull up the yarn. There are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull it through the last 2 loops. This is called a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. Close the ring. Skip the first 3 chains and top of the first double crochet. This is my first double crochet and this is the top of my first double crochet. Slip a stitch here. Insert the hook into this stitch. Take the yarn and pull it up. There are 2 loops on the hook. And pull this loop into this one too. This is a slip stitch. Round 2. Chain 1, single crochet into the same space or stitch. Insert the hook into the space, pull up the yarn. 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull it through the 2 loops. This is called a single crochet. Chain 1, make 1 double crochet into the same space. Two double crochet into next stitch. 1 and 2. 2 double crochet into each stitch. And repeat this pattern by the end of the round. And at the end you will have 24 double crochet. At the end, skip the first single crochet and chain 1, and on top of the first double crochet slip a stitch. This is my first double crochet and this is the top of it. Slip a stitch on top of the first double crochet. Round 3. Chain 1, single crochet into the same stitch. Chain 1. 1 double crochet into the same stitch. And pay attention, this single crochet at the beginning of round chain 1 is considered as 1 double crochet. When counting the stitches, you should count this one too. For example, I have 2 double crochet right now. 2 double crochet in each stitch. And repeat this by the end of the round. 2 double crochet in each stitch. And at the end, you will have 48 double crochet. I have 48 double crochet. Slip a stitch on top of the first double crochet. Round 4, chain 1, 1 single crochet into the same stitch, single crochet into each stitch, and repeat this by the end of the round, and the number of stitches should be 48 at the end. Slip a stitch on top of the first single crochet and fasten off. For the ears, make a slip knot and chain 6. Skip the first 2 chains and into the 3rd chain make a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook into the 3rd chain, pull up the yarn. There are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops. This is called a half double crochet. Half double crochet into next chain, single crochet in next, slip a stitch in last, chain 1 and turn. Continue on the back side of chains. Slip a stitch into the first one, single crochet into next, half double crochet into next, and half double crochet into next one too. Fasten off. This is the ear. Join the yarn on one corner. I start here and see each stitch has 2 loops. One loop is toward me, the front loop, and the other is at back side, and we call it back loop. For this round, I'm using back loops only. So join the yarn into back loops of this first stitch and chain 1. Slip a stitch into next stitch back loop. Slip a stitch into next back loop, next back loop, and next one. Here I'm at the center of this ear. So chain 1 and then continue the same pattern. Slip a stitch into each stitch back loop only. And then make a slip stitch into this center part. And this is my ear. Fasten off, leaving a longer tail for sewing. For the hair or the wool, make a slip knot and chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip the first chain, single crochet in next chain, and single crochet in each chain by the end. I have 14 single crochet. Chain 1 and turn. In this round, I'm using back loops only. This is the front loop, and I'm using back loops. This is the back loop. Okay. Make 2 single crochet into first stitch, back loop only. 1 single crochet in each stitch back loop only by the end. add one more single crochet into the last stitch. In fact, I had two increase. One increase at the beginning of the round and one increase at the end of the round. And I have 16 single crochet. Chain 1 and turn. For this round, I'm going to use the front loops only. So I don't make my stitches into back loops, only front loops. And I start with decreasing at the beginning and at the end. This way, insert the hook into the first stitch, front loop, pull up the yarn, insert the hook into the next stitch, front loop, pull up the yarn. There are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops. Single crochet in each stitch, front loop only. Decrease at the end. Insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up the yarn, and into the last stitch, front loop, pull up the yarn. Yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops. Chain 1 and turn. As you can see, there are bumps here and here, and I'm going to create or have these bumps here too for creating the waves of hair. For round 4, I'm using the back loops only, and I will have 1 decrease at the beginning, 1 decrease at the end. Decrease, single crochet in each stitch by the end, and another decrease at the end. As you can see, I have 4 lines here, 1 here by the front loops, another here, here, and here. I have 4 lines consisting of loops I can use for the next work. Chain 3 and turn. Here I am using the front loops, slip a stitch into the next stitch. Chain 3, slip a stitch into next stitch, front loop. Chain 3, slip a stitch into next stitch, front loop. Again chain 3, slip a stitch in next, and repeat this pattern. Chain 3, slip a stitch in next, continue until you reach here, then continue for this line and the front loops I have here. In each of them, chain 3, slip a stitch into next, and then come here and this side, this side, this side, and this side by the end. And at the end it will look like this one I have here. It will be like this. Let's see here, for example, I'm at the end of this round. Now I'm chaining 3. I'm turning and I'm using this line. As you can see, there are some bumps here. I'm using this line, slip a stitch into the first stitch, the loop, again chain 3, slip a stitch in next, chain 3, slip a stitch in next. As you can see, it's like this. Go on until here, then turn and start making the stitches here, then turn and start making the stitches here on the last line. I'm over. Now here at this corner, chain 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 13 chains. Skip the first 3 chains and slip stitch into the 4th chain. Chain 3, slip a stitch into next chain. Chain 3, slip a stitch into next chain, and repeat this pattern until you reach the last chain, and at the end fasten off a bit longer to use it for sewing. And then for the other side, join your yarn. Look, this is this side I'm going on, and come to this corner. Join the yarn here in this corner and chain 13 and go on like this side. For the nose, make a magic ring. Chain 1 and 2 single crochet into the ring. 1 and 2. Chain 1, close the ring and turn. 1 single crochet into first stitch and 2 single crochet into last one. 1 and 2. And this is the nose. Fasten off. If you want to turn this circle and this shape into a square, Irani square like this one, consider this important point, that while sewing the details onto the head, you should use the front loops of this circle. As you can see, this is my stitch, and for sewing and attaching, you should use only front loops, and the back loops should stay intact for turning it into a square. So this is really important to keep them unworked. My sheep applique is over. It's really cute and lovely. Hope you liked this tutorial. To watch the other tutorials, don't forget to subscribe. Happy crochet!